Right when I was entering the palace, I had my little daughter on me while I was in the car. She vomited all over me, all over her. My father had stopped the car just to ask security and give the IDs and all. I was so nervous. My hands were cold and I was shivering. I could not even hold my daughter. I was like, oh, gone. I will not get this opportunity again. And what will they feel? I'm coming out stinking like a vomit.
Welcome back to another episode with the Marina Vibe at Procast Studio. And today we have another guest who inspires me every day on Instagram. And that's where I follow her and see where all she goes. Her name is Dr. Supriya. And we have her as a guest today. And let's hear her journey and her stories, how she has been inspiring different people around the globe. Hello, Doctor.
Hello, Marina. Thank you so much for having me here. Such a pleasure.
Pleasure to have you. Now, like everyone says, when you introduce yourself, give your elevator pitch. So we would like to start with, what do you do?
Hi, I am Dr. Supriya Chauhan. I am a prosthodontist and implantologist based in Dubai. And I'm also a professional lifecaster. Lifecasting is not a very well-known branch, I believe, but it is replicating your body part into any material of your choice. So from your full body sculptures to those tiny hands and feet of the newborn, we can replicate it, make it a keepsake, make it a beautiful souvenir, and you can use it as a icebreaker in your living rooms, bedrooms, have them.
Wow. I see that a lot on Instagram that, you are in the hospital when a newborn baby is born. And I'm like, it's the first day of the baby, first hour of the baby, and you are ready for it. So how do you do that? Like so quickly? That's what I meant.
It's a passion that drives me, first of all. And the second is a love for newborns. You can never get enough of newborn cuddles.
Yeah.
So clients book me around 3 months, 4 months prior. They give me a brief idea of their delivery date because we do know that newborns are notorious. They come at their own time. You cannot really plan them.
Yes.
But yes, so I keep my slots free, and then I do know which client was when. I have a very strictly monitored calendar, and I keep asking them. And I do also ask their husbands or the spouses or the mothers who are nearby to get an idea of when they're delivering. But you'll be surprised when they are in labor, the first person they call is me.
Oh, wow.
Okay, I want the first imprints. And there have been so many cases where the baby has not met the mother first, they've met me first, because once they wash, the mothers have been so determined that we want the first imprint. But they just show the face to the mother and then take the baby for the wash. Just after wash, the first thing I do is take their imprints of those hands and feet. And then they meet their mothers. So yes,
wow.
I love doing that. So I make sure that I am there, sometimes in NICU, sometimes...
have you done it for your own babies?
Oh my God, yes, I have.
Okay.
Just after delivery, madness, because I couldn't feel my legs, and with the anesthesia and dizzy with all the medicines, but I had a spatula in my hand. It's crazy what passion makes you. And yes, I made my own babies, and I have not framed them. Mm-hmm. I framed so many frames. I've not framed them because I still like to hold it in my hands and then just feel that tiny fist that I first held in my hand. That feel is amazing. So I made it.
Fantastic.
Thank you.
That's all about your casting journey. Now you're a dentist.
Yes.
Tell us what inspired you to become a dentist, and how that inspired you to become a keepsakes person.
So I was, that Sida Sada Bacha, parents tell you that you have to study, you have to clear your entrances. And then, so I had maths and bio both till my 12th.
Okay.
I cleared entrance of engineering also. And then I cleared the counseling for the dental also.
Okay.
But dentistry, when I went for the counseling and there were colleges and lists going on, there's something in me told me this is my thing. I had already studied 2 months of engineering, and then I got a call letter for my dental thing. And after doing this 2 months of engineering, I didn't feel that calling.
Okay.
I couldn't connect well with it. Dentistry, when I said, this is something that is handmade, and I think I belong to that fraternity where people love to create something, make something. I said, this is my thing. So I really connected well to it. Also, engineers have a very tough life. post marriage and post kids, as 9 to 5 job, it was not for me. I felt I wanted something of my own. So dentistry gave me that freedom that, okay, if someday I can open my own clinic, work at my hours, and have a good family life. So that was one thing that always was looking for, something of my own, where I can choose my work hours.
So can I say that right now you are actually living a dream life?
Yes, absolutely. It is a life of blessings. I cannot focus on this enough. I cannot emphasize this enough. I do not know how, but everything that I dreamt of as a child, that I do not want my life to be, I do not want that boss's pressure inside. I don't have it. I work at my time. I have the best of the colleagues. I have the best of the clients, and I'm making something new. And then my teachers from kindergarten, those teachers are applauding me and sending me messages. Oh, you did good. And I have a beautiful set of lovely people that I meet on the daily basis. I think this is a life of dream for sure.
Oh, fantastic, fantastic. Now, what I understand is you meet a lot of celebrity or high profile clients because of the work that you do. How does that make you feel? Or like when you go to those kind of clients, your aim is still a very simple aim, that I'm going to do your casting works?
I wouldn't lie, I do feel shiver down my spine just when I get a call from a celebrity, because I do not know if my work is good enough. Will I be able to perform? Because they have seen a better kind of sculptures, a better art. They well traveled. They have another vision. Am I doing justice to what they are expecting out of me? There is always a stress. But then once I meet them, like when I was invited to the Lakshmi Vilas Palace in Baroda, which is the biggest private residence in India. And I was invited there, and being a person who's grown up in Gujarat, it meant huge for me. Right when I was entering the palace, I had my little daughter on me while I was in the car. She vomited all over me, all over her. And thankfully, I had a dupatta on, and it did not soak in. And my mom and my father, they were both there. And my mom just took the dupatta off, threw it off so it doesn't come on me. And we were at the gate of the palace. My father had stopped the car just to ask security and give the IDs and all. I was so nervous. My hands were cold and I was shivering. I could not even hold my daughter. I was like, oh, gone. I will not get this opportunity again. And what will they feel? I'm coming out stinking like a vomit. It was early in the morning. I could not even go to the mall and buy a new cloth and wear it. What do I do? And then, my mom is just washing that roadside. She'll have those water bottles and washing it and putting perfumes and all on that dupatta of mine, cleaning up my daughter. My father is cleaning my daughter. I was just sitting and staring into the blanket and shivering that, oh my God, I've ruined it. I don't know what I'll do. And I was so nervous at that time. When I entered there, ma'am said that, I'm so sorry. His Highness had gone to play golf. He's not yet back. We'll have a chat. And I don't know how therapeutic that could be. I just sat, and her daughters came, and they were talking about sports that they are into and the fights that they had, and this is so good, that sport is so good, no, this is my favorite, that is my favorite. In 5 minutes, I did not even realize I was a part of that room. I was a part of their household. They were talking so good to me. What do you like to eat? Oh, this you get here better, this you get there better. Then I realized celebrities are one of us.
Yes.
They love to know about new things that you know. They love to share about the good things that they know.
Yes.
They love art as much as you do.
Yeah.
So I think there's a very big aura that we have around our head, and then we complicate our life.
Yeah.
They are just people.
I agree with you. We look too down upon ourselves, consciously or subconsciously, and we feel like they are not reachable enough. But there are times I think they also want not to take a photo with us, but a real conversation and how it feels, how is life.
Because they have faced a lot worse of the the photos and the videos, things being portrayed, and they get judged every single minute.
Yeah.
But when they're in the room with you, they are one among your friend circles. They also have the same likings and dislikings. They also connect with you at some level, and then you realize that they are lovely people. I don't know why do we have certain images of them that we should not be talking this. We should be, this is how your hand should be. This is how your posture should be. This is how you should dress up when you. They're absolutely cool people.
Cool. Yeah. Okay. As a dentist now, what are the challenges you face? Like, I'm very scared to go to a dentist. Okay. And I know quite a few of them. So the other day I messaged you saying that, you will be one of the dentists I would love to go. And it's because, again, I see you on screen, you are approachable and things like that. And I know my dad, he has done certain things for his teeth, and then it is painful. Then he has to keep going and keep maintaining it. So that fear and everything is back there in our heads, right? So what is a message that you would like to give to the people like us who really need the service, but the fear that we have? And what are the challenges you might have faced during your dentistry?
First things first, I do not enjoy to be on that side of the dental chair.
Yeah.
So your fear is not out of nowhere. It is absolute authentic. Nobody enjoys there because it is, I think, the only field where you are conscious. There is a motor buzzing. There are 3 people inside your mouth with those alien instruments and the light flashing right in your eyes. And there's something called as white collar hypertension. You get your BP high looking at those white gloves, and there is white aprons. And it is such a small piece. Somebody's stretching here. There's a heated thing. There's a fume coming out. There's water coming out. There's a heat. So too many things. And you're already suffering. You came there because you're suffering. It's not the spa day for you. So it is even documented. It is one of the most scariest experience that you could have. To calm it down, it always works to take that time out regularly every 6 months and go when you're not in pain. Every 6 months, just visit them. Visit a dentist that build up a rapport with them, understand if it clicks with you. If you think that, no, I think there's something better that I can look for, go to another dentist. Feel free to window shop. You window shop for those little tomatoes and oranges that you go to buy. Go with the person whom you trust. Meet people. There is sometimes always a person you feel they ask too many questions, I'm not comfortable. They ask too many personal questions, I'm not comfortable with. They give too much explanation, I don't want that explanation. Just finish the work and go. So there is always a dentist with a different portfolio or a way of treating you. Go to a person whom you connect with better, whom you trust better. Visit often. Talk to them often. They are as approachable as all the celebs, I would say, because we have the fear that should I message them? They'll feel that always they message with some difficulties. There are a lot of people who tell me that I'm so sorry to have messaged you. Again, I have a problem. I said, no, we are here to help. And it is our pleasure to help. We are getting paid to help. Please approach. Call us, message us, middle of the night. Let us know what is your difficulty. Allow us to help you. Help us help you. So having that rapport and that comfort helps. Just think of them as any other friend. You go to them and then that thing goes away. That stress goes away. When you have your trust in them that, okay, whatever is happening for good. I'm sure you'll take a good decision here. Go ahead. That is when, and then, when you have a rapport that if I have a discomfort, can I discontinue the treatment today? Yes, of course. Have that kind of rapport so that that I don't want to be forced upon. Once you know that they'll not force me into anything, I'll do as much as I'm comfortable. The entire procedure is as easy for you as it is for us. So visit sooner. There's a saying, dentistry is not expensive. Negligence is. You go when you keep neglecting, and then one boom. It's such a huge treatment with 5 teeth and so many implants and everything involved. Then you say, this is why I don't go. When I go, they give me a huge bill. But you should have gone earlier. Visit regularly. Get a prophylactic treatment. Allow it to stop where it is and not proceed further. So your payment part of it is also taken care. Your health is taken care of. And you have a good rapport. So if, God forbid, need be of a bigger treatment, you know that I'm at safe hands. I'll be comfortable there.
Okay. And what are like other diseases or other things because of your dental health you can detect?
Oral cavity is known to be a mirror of the whole body. We know absolutely whatever is going on in your body. You have vitamin deficiency. We know there are cracks on your lips, mouth, and so we can tell you that this is happening. You have this kind of vitamin deficiency. We have the specific type of ulcers in the mouth that can tell us which viral diseases. More often than not, I would not say everything, but yes, it does give us a highlight. Your breath, your ketonic breath, your kind of breath, we can tell you that you have your sugar has not been tested in a while. We are getting that kind of smell in your breath. A lot of it. Visiting dentist is not just for the teeth. Your gums and your tongue and your cheeks, they speak volumes about your health. That breath, every breath is so typical, and our noses are trained for that.
Oh, wow.
For good or for bad. But we keep sniffing and we know you keep time to get your sugar checked.
Okay. So going to a dentist every once in 6 months
Yes.
should be something that we should practice.
Yes,
Right?
as salons thing is very particular. We are particular about it. I think dental, or for that reason, even gynecological visits are so important.
Hmm. Fantastic. Now, one incident that you remember during any of the topics that you work on, either your dentistry or your casting, that you might have, "Arey, ye kya ho gaya?" episode, kind of a thing,
Um,
or difficulties that you faced, or there has been a situation ki kya bolte hain usko, oha moment. Let me say it like
so
that.
many, like, so difficult to choose. My life is Hua.
Oha moment all the time.
My middle name is Hiccup. I have so many hiccups. I was extremely good in surgeries, and I used to take pride in it because as an undergraduate, as a 19-year-old, 20-year-old, I could deal with such beautiful roadside accidents to anything that happens on your face, any bones break, anything happens, I can treat it real good, and I was so good in it. And because that is also because I had a wonderful oral surgeon as my teacher. He was double MDS. He was MDS in 2 subjects and extremely good. He used to take me to the hospitals that he'd visit, and I really learned a lot from him. And I was very determined कि अब MDS करना है, masters करना है, surgeon बनना है maxillofacial. I want to treat cancers. I want to treat the fractures and everything, because I knew I was good at it. And then I fractured my right hand. So my right hand has 6 screws and this bigger plate.
Oh my God.
So those big surgeries, 6 hours, 8 hours of retraction itself, my hand would fatigue. I cannot do this. So that is when I just sat back and I thought my life is over. What is a surgeon? What is a dentist without a right hand? And this did not get better for 1.5 years. It wouldn't move at all. I had physiotherapies twice in a day, those hot waxes going on it. And, I did everything I could, cry myself to sleep that my life is over. I'm just 21, 22 and my hand is gone and I can't do anything now. I've just started my thing and the only thing I know is dentistry and I can't do it now because I was so good and I was so proud of it that I'll do the best. I'll be the best maxillofacial surgeon, and then there comes a break. So then I sat back and I thought, okay, what else to do? Then that is the time that I met my husband, and who said that is not the end of the world. There are so many things other than surgery. If you can't break, you can create. That is when I thought, okay, then I'll start castings. So
that's how the casting came into life.
Castings was already there because the surgeon sir, his wife was a caster who was also my teacher. But my main passion was this. So back of the mind, I was doing castings. It was not my main passion. I was so into surgeries. Then I thought, okay, I'm good at that as well. I'll do masters in prostho. And so I sat back, locked myself in a room 6 months, and I cleared those exams. By the time my hand was also functional, I got into the university of my dreams and I learned better casting. JSS University is known for the best casting labs in the entire country.
Okay.
So I did not know how and when I went into castings, but I think fracturing my hand was the only thing that would have refrained me from surgery. Otherwise, I would not have stopped myself. I would have been a surgeon. So I think whatever happens for good.
Or happens for good. And I think you are inspiring a lot of people in a lot of different ways. And I think that is your purpose of life.
Yeah, I believe, yes.
Yeah, that way. Okay, let's come to an interesting topic.
Sure.
Travel.
Yeah.
Do you like to travel, or your husband forces you and takes you to these good travel trips?
Do I like to travel? If given a choice, I don't like to go home. Because I love to travel. I love to go around, see those sculptures, and I'm that boring person who'll stand and stare at a sculpture with mouth open and wow, how did they even make the sculpture of David I saw in Rome, and I was like, what instrument must they have used, the architecture. Most of my travel is with my mouth open, like wow, what a place. So many things to learn. So many things to do. So many ideas keep,
coming in. I think travel makes you look at what's happening around the world.
Yes, and how small you are.
Yeah.
If you stay there and there are 5 people, all 5 know you, at some time you feel I've done enough in my life. I'm content. Only when you travel out and absolutely nobody knows you, you want to do a little better.
Yeah.
You know that there is a scope of doing better than this. There are not only 5 people in this world. So let's go ahead and do something. So it definitely
Absolutely. I
helps.
completely agree. Travel opens your eyes, ears,
Horizon.
yeah. Absolutely, absolutely. So how do you do it? With your kids?
Yeah.
With your appointments? Like, I see you hop, skip, and jump. So you have a strict calendar. That's what you told
Yes.
just some time back.
Yes. I have a very strict calendar. Most of the bookings are done for 3 months at least, if not more. But having said that, I think this is the time that I praise my husband, which is a very rare entity. But but don't tell him.
I'm sure he will look at this episode.
I'll try to hide this part of it if you can cut it out. I don't want him to know that I like him so much for supporting me. But he is a gem of a person. From starting of my career, diverging me, he used to even help me study. Call me middle of the night and ask me, okay, so tell me what all have you studied? Because I had not studied for a long time. When my hand fractured, I was already a practicing dentist, a very successful one with a government job. And I was so reluctant to start studying. I said, I've left the books since long. I do not know how. Then he said, I'll help you out. I'm studying anyways, so I'll help you out. He used to call me and direct me how to study, what to study. From that time till today, taking care of the kids, I have to go to Pune. I have to take 6 hours lecture. How will I manage? You go. I'll see. Not your part of the work. Your part is to deliver the lecture and come back. Going to Pune, staying there, coming back, figure it out. How are things managed at home? I'll see. I don't know what happened in those times. I did not have access to the cameras also. He said, just keep your mind off it. You work. Everything else will be sorted. I don't know whom he hired, what happened behind me. But when I came back, I had the best of the cuddles and the hugs from all the kids, happy, jumping around. Yay, mama is here. So, coming back to a happy household is a woman's dream.
Oh, yeah.
Be it with kids or not, coming back to a happy household. And that one person holding the fort is so important in letting you manage out. Today morning, if I say I have to go there, go. No questions asked, no why last minute, no nothing doing. You want to go, you want to pursue this is your time, this is your calling, go ahead. Everything else will be sorted. So I think that comes from my husband. And I don't know how and when this, God was so happy with me that he blessed me with him, but gem of a person, yes.
Yeah, your partner does it can be for your best or it can be for your worst.
Yes.
Yeah. So I completely...
That one decision if you have to make in all your life, it has to be, all your energy has to go in choosing your partner. That one decision has to be with your heart and soul. Take as much time as you can. But I tell all these young girls drooling, that I want to get married fast. No. It has to be a very good decision because that can change your life completely.
It can make or break your life.
Make or break, yes.
Yeah. Completely agreed. Okay. Now tell me about what is this sari group all about?
Keeping a little bit of India alive out of India.
Okay.
I am very traditional villager kind of person. I still get up in the morning and drink 2 glasses of milk. I've never tasted tea. Brought up very traditionally.
Okay.
So I feel those are the roots. The best days of my life was running around my grandparents and when they were, wearing sari, holding their sari palus and running around and asking for one more laddu. And so that associates me with the good time of my life. So Kala is a founder of the sari group, Pleats and Drapes.
Okay.
And when I heard that she's opening a group, I said, in every of your meetups, I'm coming down. No matter how difficult it gets for me to come back from there and again change and then go to the hospital, and then I can't even cast in sari, so I have to have a different change of clothes. But I enjoy doing it, and I see my kids also now understand sari, their love for saris, and they'll be looking after new saris for me when we go to India. They'll be like, Mama, you don't have a purple sari. This time you can wear a purple sari. So every festival, Kala organizes, like Sankranti, there'll be a sari meetup.
Yeah.
So kids also understand that this festival is coming up. Now Mama will wear a sari and go, and you look so pretty, Mama. Can I also have sari? My daughter has all the matching saris that I have. I get it stitched and cut and stitched for her from India because she cannot really drape it, but those are ready-made saris.
Yeah.
So from Nawwaris, Maharashtrian Nawwaris to the regular saris, she has them all with her blouses and all. So she'll match with me. So I think keeping a little bit of being with the roots does go a long way. Or maybe that's my feeling, but I enjoy doing it.
Yeah. I think, like you said, keeping India alive, not being over there. I think that's how a lot of things, because we Indians are a lot in Dubai. And I see, and I was not a part of all these groups up until last year. And last year is where I've experienced almost all the festivals in a
Yeah.
much better way, in a community organized
Yeah.
way. And that makes you feel like, you're back in India.
Yeah.
So someone recently told me, I don't miss India as much
Yeah.
as you guys think of it like
Yeah.
that. Because you have everything over here.
Yeah.
And now we have many parts of India around Dubai. That's how
Very true.
I would like to take
Very
it.
true.
Okay, we have some rapid fires for you. The most challenging keepsakes you have ever made.
My own placentas keep casting. After delivering the baby, the placenta comes out. That is a placenta that has been nurturing your baby for the 9 months when your baby was in the womb, and that is usually discarded. So it's not something that we see. Ladies in labor have been in connection with that umbilical cord and that placenta for 9 months, and by the time we come to our consciousness, the placenta has already been discarded. I wanted to keep that with all the veins, so that is when I casted it and painted it, and it is there as a souvenir. All those veins like trees, coming down to that umbilical cord, providing to the baby with the clamp. That thing is discarded, but the imprints of it, the proper realistic imprint of it, it just makes me
Share me the
connect.
picture. I would
will.
love to
That
put
has
it on.
qualified as a world record as well.
Oh,
So
wow.
it is in process.
Oh, wow,
Yeah.
that's fantastic.
Thank
Yeah, that's nice.
you.
Dream celebrity client that you would love to create a keepsake for.
Right now, at the top of my head is Sania Mirza.
Okay.
Adored her, seen her breaking barriers, and knowing that she's in Dubai makes it a little more realistic dream.
Okay.
But in the long run, I want to cast hands of all the royal family members globally. After seeing my cast there in Lakshmi Vilas Palace, the princesses and the kings holding each other's hand in that palace, I realized that something is going away. That royal thing that was once there, that our kids love to go and visit the palaces, having their sculptures of how their hands were, how they looked and how tightly knit they were. It's all fading off. I want to hold it at here and capture their wrinkles in perfection, in reality, life size, and keep it there in their palaces. I think that also comes with my all travel when I go to all these sculpture kind of places, and it takes me back to the time that, oh my God, this was made around thousands of years ago. How beautifully must they have made it. This is how they looked. I want to see how Brutus looked. I want to see how Julius Caesar looked, whatever little sculpture they have. So I want to cast it for the present royal family members before royalty actually, becomes a little away from us. So I really want to hold it for them.
Hold it for them. Okay, that's your aim.
Yeah.
One word to describe your journey so far.
Blessed.
Yeah.
I think a lot of prayers, others' prayers also, my parents, grandparents are answered. I did not dream of being here. It's just a blessing to find a husband who would be smiling even if I return 2 o'clock at night. Blessing to find people like you ready to tell my stories to the world. Blessing to find Reema Mahajan, biggest community maker in Dubai, to selflessly going out and promoting my work. Not once did I tell it.
Yeah.
I delivered my baby 1 year ago. In this 1 year, I've got 300 casts. 80% of them were my repeat clients.
Wow.
They knew that I'm about to deliver. They knew that I'll not be able to market as well. They knew my business would just droop down. And they held my hands and brought me up. Not once did I have to go to anybody and say, please, please, please help me. This is like 2 kids. I'm not able to manage. I have 1 job. Not once. They'll call me, hey, how are you keeping? Up for a casting? We are having a baby shower. All of us would like to contribute. Can you just go to the mom after the baby is born and do a casting? This is anniversary coming up for my friend. I really wanted to. I knew they have better options, but they just wanted to help me. Because they knew this is one of the lowest low of my career, of my business. I'll not be able to go out and market as much as I would have with the newborn. And they also made sure that you don't have to go anywhere. We'll ask them to come to you so that you don't have to leave your baby. You keep your feeding time and all intact. Whenever is your baby's comfortable time, please tell us. We'll ask them to visit you. Make a family cast for them. We'll pay you in advance.
Wow.
All the payments came advance even before I saw the clients. That is a kind of community that I'm blessed with. And I say this is sheer blessing. Not all of us get to experience this kind of day. To be getting admission in JSS Dental College. All the professors, the dean, the ex-dean, they're all one piece of paper if I want from the government here. I mailed them that for my practice I need this. In 2 hours, it was sealed and stamped with the dean, with the head of the department, with everyone, with all my cases, exact, how many cases I've done and the numbers and everything, which I did not remember. They made all the students do that. I don't know whom, but they all come together. When I need somebody, I just turn my head and they're there already to help me. I think it is a sheer blessing.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. I completely agree with that. And what I understand is that, you as a gem of a person, you are so polite and so down to earth. I wish you all the best and
so
more
much.
and more success, whatever comes your way.
Thank you so
and
much.
like, the recent post that you posted, you came back from Pune, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah.
And you said this is a dream college that I wanted to study at a time. And today you returning there to teach them.
Yeah.
And that's itself, the world
Full
is
circle.
round.
Yeah, the full circle moment,
And
yes.
it's, how did you feel like when you went there?
Surreal. Those are the kind of colleges that you dream about, but you know that your budget is. So I don't think I would have dreamt it to the next extent also, because I know let's just keep it there, not my budget. So let's just look this side now. So that is how it was, getting a call from them that can you come and teach maxillofacial castings to us. We have a few cancer patients and we want to teach our students to deliver better. And since you've been doing this day in and out, can you just come and then maybe share a few tips and tricks and the processes cases that I saw, the head of the department and everybody encouraging my work and appreciating my work. And they say that we got recommendation from other best of the colleges, and my alma mater meant, I think I was numb for a minute. They're coming to pick me up from the airport and I'm like, I would have taken taxi, please, you do not have to come. The first thing out of airport is the D.Y. Patil poster, Pune.
Yeah.
That is the biggest poster you see when you come out of Pune, and then you see the professor standing there to receive you. I said, no, I don't deserve this. I would have taken an auto and come to the university, please. This is too much of an honor for me. I would not have dreamt of it. But it feels surreal. Teaching my mom, who taught me everything. I taught casting when I saw that she has come to a stage where she's retired in her 60s, who has been the biggest strength for us parents. We don't see parents sitting back and then, waiting for a call. Somebody please call us so we can be engaged, and getting depressed on that. I think my heart would sink looking at my mom. She has been the most active person around. I've never seen her sit back even for a minute, and now she's retiring and she's just counting her days, and it just not something that I would accept. So I taught her casting. I said, okay, you just do it all around, with your friends and all. Now she's catering to 21 cities in India.
Wow.
She was in Mumbai yesterday. When I was in Pune, she was in Mumbai. I asked her, can you please visit me? She said, no, I have a lot of casting appointments here. So, just shrugged me off. Now I'm the person taking her appointments, and she's like, no. And she was the one who's calling me. You don't give me time, you don't call me. And now we are like, please, like I have a tight schedule. Can you just come from Mumbai to Pune? I have a lot of castings. I cannot. I have my schedules packed. And that gives me so much joy. And it's full circle moment there also. And she'll tell me, this friend or this person is a widow or a senior citizen, non-earning, need of money, if you can teach that art to us. So every Saturday morning, I have these online classes for all the ladies in need. I teach them online. And they have pursued it as a career, and now they're doing so well. Small town, big town, be it. I'll provide you with the materials if you need it. I have my own private limited company in India. And I'm helping these ladies come out of their cocoon, be the breadwinners of the family.
Fantastic. Now that is like cherry on the cake kind of a thing that you're doing.
Thank you.
And I think it should be appreciated more. I did not know anything about this part. Maybe I missed it. But
I don't think I advertise it enough. Some things are for your heart's
your inner
content.
soul.
It just gives me very happy. I'm very happy when they send those 500 rupee note with the cast. This is what I earned today. It gives me so much joy and so much push to keep going. That there are people who can actually benefit a lot. Their family income relies on it now. So I think it is bigger than what I would have perceived.
Fantastic. There's one more thing that I would like to mention. Okay, because this is again visual, I have seen it. I think recently you did, I don't know whether it was a holding hand or it was a prayer hand of a parent. And when you did that, for me, immediate thing was when my parents are back in Dubai, I would love to keep that as a memory. Like, I don't have kids of my own. So one thing that I would love to cherish is our parents, and it's the old age. And I saw my dad going through a bypass surgery last year, and I know, it becomes difficult. Like you said, now your mom doesn't have time, and my mom feels the same, that, I don't give her enough time, to talk to her. And with whatever schedules that we have. Uh, how does it benefit us, or why should today's generation kids should do the casting for their parents? What will be those reasons?
The emotional quotient of castings is much, much, much more higher than what we realize today. It only hits you and clicks you once that phase is gone. I have made castings of the pets who have passed away, their nose. You know, that is the best thing that you have when they come and then snuggle and they put their nose around, and once they're gone, that is the thing that they miss the most. The pet parents, they pause their nose. So it is while they're alive, they keep telling me, and I have so many messages. I can tell you the last message I read was the same, that I wanted to get my parents casting, but my father has just passed away. But thank you so much for always keeping your schedule clear for us. But he was in and out of the hospital, so we couldn't schedule it. But yeah, so you'd realize it much later that I do not have much left of my parents, and the 3D, every wrinkles of theirs, the rings that they wear, that it gives you, it takes you back in time.
Yeah.
The best days of your life was with your parents. When you were a kid, running around, troubling them, wanting to be out of their house and wanting to be a big person, that was the time that you want to cherish all your life.
Yeah.
That is the time that you want to capture in that moment. You know, those milestones when you're getting married and your parents holding your hands and sending you off. That is a time, that is a sculpture I've made so many times.
Wow.
The parents themselves book that my daughter is getting married, and on this wedding day, I want a sculpture with my daughter holding hands, or a blessing pose for her, something like that. We want to give that. So many kids have made casting for their parents. There are 3-4 siblings, so I make one and then I can replicate it.
Yeah.
So I replicated and then I curated. One is in Canada, blessing hands pose of the parents, so they've held it in their living room. I think the emotional quotient is really high. And pregnancy, for people who have had easy pregnancy, we don't realize how horrifying and difficult getting pregnant can be for a few women. So when they are finally pregnant, they want that pregnancy belly cast to be there. And husbands keep on telling me, where will you keep this big dome? We don't have place for it. They said, we'll hide it in our cupboard and keep it with our clothes. We'll not take up your closet space, but please, we want this memory. We don't know if we'll be pregnant again. We do not know. You will not remember. You will forget those styles. The small injections and all that we had. But we want to capture this journey and keep it. So I even make miniature of their pregnancy and they keep it in their cupboard, and then they look at once in a while that how difficult that journey was and how difficult it was to survive it and be out of it. It was once their dream to be there. Now that they are there, they want to cherish it. So yes, every moment is cherished later, but better casted today.
Casted today. Okay. Thank you very much for being such a wonderful guest and
Thank you.
giving us so much insights about everything that you do and inspires so many people out there, and I will say especially women out there. And you are one of my inspirations as well. I look forward to things that you do. It's not like, I want to do those things, but how you do it, your travels are one of my, I keep an eye. I'm literally stalking you. But
Let's travel together.
Yeah,
we are on the same boat at that, right?
Yes. Someday I would love to
Why
travel
not?
with you.
Why not?
And apart from that, overall journey from being a mother to being a doctor to doing keepsakes for people, it's a overall, and then helping people to run their household with something that you have created back in India. So wonderful journey. Thank you very much for being a guest.
Thank you, Marina.
And looking forward to meeting you more often for a coffee
of
date.
course. I'd like to take this opportunity, Marina, and also praise you for everything that you do. You do not even realize that how many lives you are touching with all these stories. We know about our field, but we do get inspired by people who are not in our field, and then out of the box they're thinking and what they're doing. It's amazing what you do, and you're a natural, you're a pro at this. I'm not just saying it, but the way you made me feel comfortable here, your questions, everything was so on point, and it was a flow. There was not one point in time where I would feel why this has just come up here. You knew my interests, you just guided me and flowed me away. I'm so happy with what you do. Keep inspiring people, keep going greater heights, and keep touching lives.
Thank you very much. Thank you for accepting my invitation.
Pleasure
and
was all mine.
coming around. Yeah, thank you so much. Okay, next is, if you guys want to come down and tell your story, or if you know of someone who has an inspiring story and you would want me to call them as my guest, leave in the comment section below and we'll get in touch with them. And maybe you will have your dream client or your dream guest sitting over here and telling their stories. Thank you very much. See you until next time.